So just a couple more sleeps until we get our brand new subclass Arc 3.0 and the new season releases on Tuesday, reset time, and Bungie have sort of been releasing little tidbits of information. Also with the TWAB on Thursday. So what I've done is I've picked some of the highlights off the TWAB and off some of the sort of blogs and some of the information that they've been dropping, and I've put together, theory crafted a little build that I think is going to be super strong on Tuesday and throughout the season. It's all based around Shinobu's Vow and Cold Heart. I'll just quickly touch on Shinobu's Vow, what to do. It improves skip grenades and you gain an additional skip grenade charge. Skip grenade also retains energy when it damages enemies. So 2 skip grenades that travel quite well. They can go really sort of long distances. On top of that, you can damage multiple enemies at a time, and you're going to get 2 of them. And then Cold Heart, it's a weapon I haven't really seen loads of people talk about this season. It does everything here what it does. It's always the same gun, but just before the beginning of the season it got changed. What it does is it now creates these ionic traces as well, like you get on the Warlock subclass, the ionic traces, but this gun actually creates them. And what it does is it doesn't work on kills, it works on damage. So if you're damaging like for a long period of time or just randomly, you're going to get this like ionic trace. I'll show you more about it. So yeah, Cold Heart and Shinobu's Vow on Tuesday. I'm going to show you why I think these are going to be really strong. Stay tuned. I've got some like gameplay and some information about the new arc fragments and aspects. So we're getting 2 new debuffs on Tuesday as well, called blind and jolted. So blinded opponents, basically what it is, it's exactly what it says. It's going to blind them and they're going to be able to fire their weapons. And then the other one, jolt. Jolted opponents who are damaged will periodically send out slivers of chain lightning to nearby enemies, damaging them in the process. So this particular build is going to be based around jolting. So I've showed you the Shinobu's Vow what to do. This is what to do. They're going to like have crazy tracking on these skip grenades. You're going to get 2 of them and you're going to be able to damage multiple enemies at a time. So all them enemies there are going to be jolted. Now if we look at this bottom aspect here, Spark of Shock, players arc grenades jolt enemies. So that with Shinobu's Vow and having 2 skip grenades that you can throw from across the map that travel like crazy, and we're going to be able to damage multiple enemies at a time, plus all the perks that you get off the actual exotic Shinobu's Vow. You're going to get loads and loads of grenade energy back per hit. So we're going to infinitely be able to jolt enemies pretty much with this setup. Shinobu's Vow, I've got some other little bits and bobs, but I just want to show you how good the Shinobu's Vow is with skip grenades. And then you'll also notice that I'm running Cold Heart, and you see them ionic traces. I'm going to show you a bit more about that, but this is the skip grenades with Shinobu's Vow, what to do. Look at this, they're absolutely nuts. You don't even have to aim, you can just throw them anywhere and they're going to damage multiple enemies at a time, get big chunks of grenade energy back, and you don't even have to be accurate with them. The tracking on them is absolutely insane, like really strong. And everything on Tuesday, I'm going to do this again on Tuesday, and everything there that I've touched with them grenades are going to be jolted. So they're going to send out little slivers of chain lightning and damage anything else that's around them. So it's a pretty nice sort of exotic. I used to use these in the Warmind era. And then the other thing we can do is with our melee as well, which I'll show you a bit more information in a sec, but melee is actually jolt enemies as well. So we're going to have the Shinobu's Vow to jolt with our grenades, double skip grenades, all the tracking and everything, and then we're also going to be able to jolt with our melee. If you look at this bottom one here, lethal current. After dodging, the hunter's melee lunge range is increased and their next melee attack jolts the target and creates a damaging lightning aftershock. When used with the Arc Staff Super, after dodging, the hunter's next light staff attack hits twice. In addition, hitting a jolted enemy with a melee attack will blind them. So we've got our melees to jolt, we're going to have our infinite grenades to jolt. It's pretty much an infinite jolt build. And then what you can also do with this setup, you can add little things onto it. So bolstering detonation on your arms, that's going to grant class ability whenever I cause damage with a grenade. And then if I'm going to be dodging all the time, I might as well use bomber, because that reduces my grenade cooldown. So it's really solid build. I think for Tuesday, unless some drastic changes. And then Cold Heart, look at this, you can add all Cold Heart to the equation, and you're going to get all them ionic traces going as well on damage. It's not per kill, it's per damage. So you're going to have all this little like bits of like energy coming back to you to give you even more sort of ability cooldowns, adding to your skip grenade, melee, super all coming back to you. So that's pretty much it. And then obviously I just want to sort of say, unless something drastic really changes, I can't see this being inaccurate. I think it'll be solid. I'm definitely going to be running this for the first few days on my Hunter. We're going to have all sorts of new stuff going on. We've got a new super as well on the Hunter. We've got new aspects, new fragments. I've only touched on a couple of the fragments there. There'll be more to sort of enhance this build as well, and I'm sure the artifact mods are going to enhance it as well. So thanks for watching. I hope it's been useful. Let me know what you think.